Yes, everybody. Good evening and welcome to Thursday on the Vape Show with
Me?
let's see. Yes, awesome. No offense, but I was going with ejuice first. But yes, with Jake, of course, myself. How is everybody doing, Mr. Godfather? Good evening. Yo. Right, let's get the Reddit stream running as well. And then
I was really worried for a moment then, because on the live it looks perfect, but below me on our screen it looks pixelated, doesn't it?
she was like that yesterday. But
Yeah, but on the live it looks perfect. But on our screen it looks so pixelated and weird.
I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it does that.
There we go. But at least it's coming across crystal. So guys, if you're watching on Facebook, do those taggages, likers, and shareages.
Taggages, likeages, and shareages, or shagginess we like to call it. Let's get it going. Well, at the moment, we've just got Mr. Godfather is lurking in the background there. Who else we got watching there alongside your Godfather? Who's sat in the shadows? Good evening, and welcome. And of course, if everybody can tag, like, and share, spread the love, spread the awareness. Let's get some people on board as myself and Jake take a dive into what will be the second range of liquids for us to try from Wick Liquor. This being the staple, the bread and butter, the Wick Liquor range. We have got ourselves 5 of what? Well, I guess standard flavors, and then we've got two of those flavors, but cold.
Oh.
So 7 in total. We'll do the 2 cooler ones a little bit further down the line, and we have got the other 5 lined up on the camera, ready to go, and I will give you guys a description. As per the
Welcome, Mike.
The website. Good evening, Mr. Clem. How do? As we go along.
Mike, if you could share it on your Insta, Twitter, serendipity, I blaze, all that jazz, shareage, be much appreciated. But yeah, I can't wait to get into them. I have no idea what the flavors are, so John will read the card while I've got him muted. And we'll kick it off as soon as we've got a few more viewers. What we've got across the board there, John?
Indeed, we need a lot more viewers right now. We're barely even into double digits as it stands. So let's do some shag.
Welcome, Lens. How are we?
Say, do some shagging. I've fallen well and truly into the trap. Do some shares. Do some tagging, and let's let everybody know that we're going to dive into the Wick Liquor liquids now. I don't know whether you call it bragging rights, but it's worth mentioning that the Wick Liquor range hasn't been officially reviewed anyway, for over 4 years now. They are a brand that sing for themselves. So I'm going to hopefully find out a reason why. I know Lynn's has just joined us. Said, evening all, just in time for one of my least favourite liquids. Well, we will see if we can unearth the reason why, or whether or not we lose faith in our lovely Legacy 11 and can't understand why. But everybody's tastes are different, aren't they? Taste is always subjective, and what some people like, other people do not, so on and so forth. We'll just speak what we feel about these liquids, and hopefully, if you like how we describe them, whoopity do, and if you don't, well then you don't. It is as simple as that. We're here to be completely and utterly honest with the flavors that we try. So
I've just done a bunch of shares, so hopefully the views will creep up. Hopefully Mike's done some shares, maybe Lynn's has, maybe Godfather has, but it's is that creeping up? Yeah, it's creeping up. We're almost at double. I wanna kick straight off. So I'm.
Well, Jake has decided tonight to make his life very, very difficult. Now he does like to often kind of go in blind with the flavors and not know the description before he vapes it. Now, from what I've read on the flavor card, Boulevard is the first one that we are going to go for. Yeah, quite unique. Now these are boutique liquids, and I will say, because we have got Mike from Wick Liquor with us, Do you know what was the inspiration behind these flavors, Mike? Was it a single driving force? Was it a group of people that came together? Because from the descriptions, they're all very much like I was at a carnival in somewhere random in the world and had this experience when I was doing this, that, and this, and then these things came together, and that's where the flavors come from. So yeah, I'm intrigued to know some of the where these flavors have come from, and you'll hear them as I described or read out the flavor card as we go along. I'm just keeping quiet at the moment because Jake hasn't got me muted. I don't think you've got me muted, have you, Jake?
No, but if you want to read that card in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Jake, you're rebelling. Right, so I think we're safe. I think we're good to go. So Boulevard is a Mardi Gras fruit punch and fortified Malibu Loganberry pulp. It just makes me think, where did that idea come from? I mean, Loganberry pulp. Obviously you've had to have tried that with like if you were doing a fruit punch. I know what this is missing. Loganberry pulp. It's like, where did that come from? But anyway, that is what we are going to find out. Hopefully. And yeah, we're all good, Jake. If you want to come back and say hello.
Hi, I'm back. Hello.
All right, we're going to put you to the test, Mr. J. Vapes. I have described to the viewers.
I've just switched devices because I wasn't quite getting much of any flavour there. I'm just switching to a regulated.
Regulated.
Bear with, but yeah, guys, got any questions? Drop it in the comments down below, and yeah.
But in the meantime, I am going to go in, and then I'm just going to try and not give anything away in my process. Oh, you might want to not read that comment, Jake. Just look the other way and put your fingers in your ears. Based on American boutique liquid, circa 2015, when imports were flying into the UK and were pure quality. Fantastic. Okay, well, that's giving us some information without giving too much away. Nice one, Mike. Hunky Boy 75 says, "Hi, I'm Hunky Boy." That's just, I'm glad you love yourself like that, Mr. Hunky Boy. Thank you very much for popping on and saying hello. So I'm going in on the boulevard whilst Jake goes in on the boulevard, and we will meet up on the boulevard.
Yeah, that's much better. Okay. I'm still going to have to increase the wattage a bit more. I'm going to go 80.
Ooh, big guns. He's got a cough.
Oh, no. Yeah, 80. All right, cool. Well, this isn't the one that you read to me earlier, or on the other live, the ice crystals or whatever it was, Mangalovian.
No.
I am getting berry.
Please. This is he's from Hungary. What kind of vape? Czech people call us hunks. Ahaha. Fair dues. Drip Zensu. These are the Wick Liquor flavors. So we're doing the full range of the Wick Liquor. We have got us the 5 in the standard, and then we have got the 2 shattered to go through as well. So a very popular brand, but doesn't have a huge amount of, I guess, social backing. They've just managed to get their success through their flavors. So Jay,
I'm going to say raspberry, lemon, not a sorbet, not a sherbet. I'm going to say, yeah, I don't quite know, so I'm going to say raspberry and lemon. The berry is very forward, but the lemon is there on the XL, and I quite like that. It's an easy all-day vape because it's not overly powerful. But don't take me at my word, because it might not have berry or lemon in it at all. Over to you, John.
I can confirm, Mr. Jake, that there is berry in it.
Oh.
Well, the word has berry at the end of its name, so I'm assuming it's berry and it's not one of these, just the name that has been given to them. It is described as the following: a Mardi Gras fruit punch with fortified Malibu Loganberry pulp.
Loganberry.
So that's where I was kind of like, Where did that come from? Like how, you know? And for me, to try and put it into a perspective in a current market, best way that I can describe it, and this is how it smelt to me when I was wicking it up, because I haven't tried it. That was my first try. It's like when I smell my children's breath after they've just been at the Starburst. That's what it smelled like, and that is what it's tasting like to me. It's very nice. It's not over the top at all. It is definitely an all-day vape that you could vape pretty darn quickly. And yeah, I think if I'm right in saying, Lindsay, you thought that the fruits were overly sweet. Well, I can, yeah. I mean, I'm not getting that. Definitely not getting that with this. Certainly not overly sweet.
Boulevard. I did get the flavor profile a little bit wrong, but a loganberry isn't a very common thing. It's an easy all-day vape. For me, I'm probably going to be a little bit tight, maybe a little bit harsh, and give it a 6. I've had much better berry and lemony sort of fruit punch mixes, shall we say. And I think if it had the sherbet twang in there, that might have kicked it off, say, off a level. But obviously, it's still doing brilliantly well. See Boulevard and Wick Liquor sold everywhere. But I'm gonna go 6.5 on.
Now, one of the dilemmas that I had when we got this liquor was, oh yeah, fruit's not your thing to start with. It's a Carnival that you found overly sweet. Nice one. Cool. Excuse me. So I was like, how do I try and score this a number versus the description when I've probably never had that description, and on some of them I don't even know what they are in the description to kind of compare them to. So my kind of review score is going to be based upon my personal enjoyment of the liquid, and I'll say if I don't think it's that definitely has a fruit punch, and then as Jake's saying, the loganberry is that flavor that is coming through. At the end, it is a fortified loganberry pulp. So I imagine that in whatever it is in the real world would have quite an intenseness to it. Which, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't describe the berry as intense. But it's certainly overriding the fruit punch.
What's the score stakes there? I'm here for now. I'm here for how long? I don't know. My little one still number. No worries, Brogan. But thank you for joining. So John, score on the doors out of 10 for the Boulevard.
I'm gonna go 7.5.
Okay. What are the order we're doing them, just so I can write them down?
We are going to go next into Boulevard. No, I'm lying. Sorry, we're going to go Contra, then Banshee, then Carnival, then Deja Vu, because that was Boulevard that we just did. I was reading off the card.
Boulevard, Contra, Banshee.
Banshee. Sorry, it was Contra, Banshee, Carnival, Deja Voodoo.
Carnival. Yeah. And then Voodoo. And then we've got the 2 shad. All right, cool. So Contra is next on the chopping block.
Well, I won't forget. I will say with Wick Liquor and their liquids, I think they've got this. Well, obviously you've got your short fill or the big block as they call it, and if you love the flavour, well, you've then got yourself the juggernaut. These big old 150ml bottles of the liquid, and I don't think I'd have any problem getting through 150ml of that Boulevard. No, sirree. We're going to move on to the next flavour, which is the Contra. So, Mr. Jake is going to put that in there. And while he does that, you want to mute yourself, Jake, so I can reveal the description behind this one. So, just to make sure he's not cheating. Jake, how's your mother? Is she well? Now, every time I ask that question.
That's coconut.
Okay, so.
Can you, sorry, I've just turned the volume up. Can you hear me when, yeah.
I can hear you. You said, oh no, it's coconut.
I could be wrong. Carry on.
So, hopefully he's picked up the Contra, and we are going in with a Sicilian vine, citrus, and port for tuna fruit compote. I shall just read that again. A Sicilian vine citrus. So I'm thinking like a lemon from the Sicilian vines, very fresh, very juicy. And port for tuna. The tuna's in Spain, I believe. Fruit compote. So again, an intense citrus kind of vibe. So I think that's where we're gonna, or that's what I would be expecting from that description. But we'll see. Mr. Jake, come back into the room. You definitely got Contra in your hand, didn't you, Jake? He hasn't come back into the room.
I know.
Yes, I was just going to say, you've definitely got Contra in your hand, yeah?
Yep, Contra.
Cool. Right, we're going to go in with Contra. Let's see how.
I'm not sure if it's coconut because I've just licked it and it doesn't taste like, but it could still have a little bit of coconut hidden in there. So,
well, I say, have a play. Let me know what you think, and then I will read the Wick Liquor flavor description to you.
Go for it. Sorry, Gems. I was just tagging you to let you know we're live, just in case you'd forgotten. Right. I'm nicely saturated. Here we go. Pardon me. I think there is coconut. I can't tell.
You think you'll go watch some coconut? You go what's that? You think that's what, I just read a comment from Hunky Boy on Reddit. It says, I think I'll go watch some paint dry. That will be more interesting than this. Well, please feel free to
goodbye.
Go somewhere else. So, what are you getting?
Coconut and grape? I can't.
I honestly, I can get where you're coming from with that. I think on the blind liquid, no, oh no, there is definitely not. But I do kind of get where he's going when he said that, and from a blind perspective, again, I'm not well. Have another dabble, and then give me your final answer, and then I'll read out this description and see where we go from there.
All right. I'm going with grape. And since you said no coconut, because I did read that, apricot and peach. Apricot. Orange.
Kind of all over the place at the minute, aren't you? Would you like me to read it out?
I'm going to say, final answer, grape and the really small oranges. Maybe.
Well, like a clementine.
That's the one, yes.
So, grape and clementine. Okay, so the official description of Contra is a Sicilian vine citrus, which could be a clementine, and a porter for tuna fruit compote.
Over to you, Mike.
Now, for me, a fruit compote is something I've seen Mr. Ramsay put on a plate, and he does it with a spoon, and he goes and leaves like a orange or red streak on the plate. I think I might be completely wrong. So from a flavour perspective,
I'm not a fan of this one.
I've got to be honest. I'm kind of like for me, I'm getting the same vibe that I get when I taste a natural mango liquid. That is coming through for me. That is what is kind of bouncing around in my mouth. Now there may be absolutely none of that in there, but the blend, that's what's very reminiscent for me. I'm also getting that citrus fruit and mixed punch.
Okay. So I could be right with saying the little mandarin-y, orangey things and grapes.
It's still like properly vague. Citrus fruit. All right, which one? It's like lemons and oranges and clementines and mandarins. And mixed punch. Like when I make a punch, it's whatever's in my cupboard. Yeah, anything in a bottle is going in my punch. So it does leave it quite open.
Um,
But I'm
I'm
not
not.
getting the kind of the I was expecting a zingy kind of fruit from the description that I was
I
reading.
am genuinely not a fan. I, 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 it, I know Wick Liquor is such a top-selling juice, and I even feel bad saying this. I'm giving it a 4. I just genuinely don't think it works. Um, I don't think it's strong enough, which is surprising with Gemma saying that they're awfully sweet. I don't know if she mentioned that for Contra, but I think it needs. I don't know. I don't know what I'd add or take away. Um, I am getting the citrus. I am getting grape. I don't know if grape's in there. But
I'm getting
I,
the coconut. Yeah.
it so smelt like it for such a long time that I was unsure.
But
Jake, the buzzing, please. It's every time someone messages me. I don't apologise.
thank you very much, Broski. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I do. When you said that coconut and grape, although strange though it sounds, I can almost get that vibe.
Yeah,
Now it is a mixed punch, so you've got elements of fruit and elements of fruit combined. Um, yeah, I mean, for me, God, it's a difficult one. The I don't know what a compote tastes like, but as I say, I was expecting more zing from the flavour. I was expecting a real kind of sweet citrus vibe off it, with it being the Sicilian vine citrus. It for me, it tastes. It's got that natural
very mumbly.
citrus element to it, and obviously, mixed in with the punch. Yeah, it's not massively pulling my heartstrings on that one. Um,
What are we saying then?
I am. I think I'm probably feeling it a little bit more than you, but I am going to say 5 on that one.
Bit of a harsh score so far, but maybe the Banshee is going to rise from the depths. Is that what Banshees do? I don't know. They scream at you. Maybe this one's going to be a screamer. Everyone loves a screamer.
I bet your houses smell horrible. Well, I mean, if you
Oh,
mean like
ugh.
a Sicilian vine citrus and Porta Fortuna fruit compote, then yes, but I think that would make your house smell pretty nice.
I got. Like I said, he can't divulge. So when I said grape and small oranges, I was pretty. Am I nailing it?
I
Because
like that. I mean, there is this element of secrecy behind it, which is I kind of like that vibe rather than just being straight out and out. This is what it is, and
yeah,
there is definitely that vagueness to the flavors. And you kind of are going to make of it what you will almost at points, depending on what you feel like that flavor is coming through as. But yes, next Banshee, which I believe is the latest addition to the Wick Liquor range. So if Jake wants to, well, you could just push the earwax back in, and then you probably won't be able to hear me. Right, so he has muted us, or shall we say, Jake needs to shave. No, yeah, he's definitely muted us there. The Banshee is complicated words. It Haitian Labadee. Try saying that after a few drinks. A Haitian Labadee apple crush and fizzy Bayou quince. Now I have had a bite of a quince and it was incredibly sour, and I was nearly. It was incredibly sour. Let's just say. Um, Apple crush. Go on then, Jake. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this flavour. Let's see what happens.
hopefully I won't be getting any more messages now. So I do apologise. But people forget that I go live at night. Sort of. Oh, Mike's even answering is vague. Like,
I
I can't tell
know
you exactly. Well, am I close? Sort of. He's going to text me and go, "Yeah, you were right. It was coconut."
I was thinking of the other one.
This one smells interesting.
Does it?
Smells like sour strawberry belts. It tastes like the apple ones.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know those flat fizzy.
Yep.
They're not laces, but you know, like the belt. I think they're called fizzy
I get you.
belts. Yeah. Oh no, maybe not.
Right, don't really look at the comments. Put your fingers in your ears for a second. And that might explain for as to why I've not and never been a fan of quince. You make it in a marmalade, especially when run through a ginger cake. See, again, and that's why I wouldn't know what an actual quince is supposed to taste like. I know. Yeah, go for it, and then tell us what you think, and we can chat.
It's not quite sour, but it's not quite. It's definitely not bitter, but it's not quite as sour as something that would be labelled as sour. But I'm going to say fizzy, sourish belts, apple flavored.
Okay, so I believe you were on the right tracks. Now, we're going to describe it as Haitian Labadee apple.
Apple, okay. Don't know
Again,
what a labadee is.
you know, apples are very, very distinct between different flavors. I've never had a Haitian Labadee apple. I'm assuming that is a specific apple. Apple crush and fizzy.
Fizzy. Well, yeah, yeah. No, I did say fizzy. Fizzy sour belts.
Yes, you
Apple.
did.
Yep.
So you weren't a million miles off track. It is a fizzy bayou. Do you want to try and guess what fruit it is?
Bayou mango.
Starts with Q, just to narrow it down for you.
Starts with a Q.
Yeah.
Potato.
That would not be a fruit, even if we tried to play along with your little game there. Quince.
Well, never heard of it.
Well, there you go. So that's what's giving that.
No, not there you go. What's a quince?
It's a fruit that I bit once, and I was nearly sick because it was incredibly sour. And then Lynn's commented there, "You don't eat quince raw, John." It's lovely made in a marmalade, though, especially when run through a ginger cake. So, yeah, it's something that's used in, and that is effectively what that other element that is coming through with that apple. But it is, as I say, you are getting that apple flavour. For me, it's I
like that one, but it's not quite sour. Like it is, but it isn't. It's not like blow your head sour, but it is a nice one. Mr. Palmer, UK.
Yes,
TikTok
Brent. How do,
himself.
senor?
Got your name wrong there. Bit of fucking himself. Sorry, mate. How are we? Yeah, that one I'm going to give a 7.5. I would want more sourness, more fizziness, because I don't like my teeth. I want them to rot out.
He did, John.
But the apple is definitely there on point. So yeah, 7.5. I just want a bit more fizz and a bit more sour. But that's because I'm greedy and I like ones that your head off.
So, Brent, do you
7.
have these bad boys in your neck of the woods, the Wick Liquor range? Has it made it to South Africa? Or Mike, are you guys currently exporting to South Africa? Yeah, I'm not enjoying it as much as I enjoyed the Boulevard, that's for sure. But I am enjoying it more than the Contra. It's a different apple, definitely. Apple and quince. I mean, again, it's not two that I would put together. Quince is pretty astringent raw. Looks like a cross between a lemon and a pear. Yes, like a green lemon, but not a lime, and a little bit furry, if I remember rightly. As I bit into it, and
maybe yours was off. Go on then, John. Final scores.
I am going to go with I'm going to go with a 6.5 on that one.
Oh, wow. Whole point lower than
I
me.
have, but they're not for sale here yet. Flipping love them.
Well, just for a quick recap, Boulevard 6.5 and a 7.5. Contra 4 and a 5. Banshee 7.5 and a 6.5. So far, me and John are opposites on the Boulevard and Banshee. Me loving Banshee, him loving Boulevard. Yeah, I said that the right way. With exact flip scores, 7.5 and 6.5. That one, I may nick up shortly. We're going to move on to the Carnival.
Why the heck not?
Beautiful. And then we've got the Voopoo, which is a manufacturer that you could use the Voodoo juice on. There we go.
There you go, indeed.
Oh.
Right, mister. You're going to vape yourself. We can explore anywhere. Brent has my serendipity range currently, so hoping he's liking it. Oh, mate. Cannot deny the serendipity range, Brent. If you've cracked into that, I mean, I love the Sweet Nirvana. Absolutely love it.
Mate. Right. Just like a thumbs up so you can hear me, so I'm just going to not bother unmuting. All right, cool. You're going to fucking love this. I think this is... Oh, God, I'm salivating.
Oh, well, I mean, the description for me, have we got the yogurt ones? We have the, the Soku, I believe it is hopefully a review that we're going to be doing a little further down the line. We do have it up for grabs in the Vape or No Vape that we are doing this Saturday, and then another one in 2 Saturdays' time. But this is the Carnival, a Santa Monica glazed dough ring. Glazed dough ring, not a donut, a dough ring. Okay. And Choco Sugar Skull Cake. Now, if you can get this one to the exact description, Mr. Jake Vapes, I think you might be quite confident, but I think you'll need to just have a think about what you're going to say before you say it. You'll get extra brownie points.
Well, I'm thinking donut, which is why I think you'd love it.
Okay.
I'm definitely... I haven't vaped it yet, but I'm definitely getting some sort of... you've just gone, is that
no, because you said that you said you haven't vaped it, and that's why I was like, well, actually, yeah, I know, Brent. I've really thrown it out there with asking Jake to think. He usually just blurts the first word that comes up in his head. Jake likes a bit of ring action. This is the one that I found super sweet, Jake. Right.
This is super sweet, like sugarcane, like you're chewing on a bit of, yeah. I thought this would be a donut, but it kind of is, but more cakey. Like a really, I don't know. Sugarcane cake? I doubt they've got a flavour called that, but maple, maybe
you know
maple
what, right?
syrup.
With what you just said, you're one word out on the bit that I thought that you would never in a million years get there.
I was one word away when I said what?
Oh, I can't tell you now if you weren't paying close enough attention.
I said sugarcane
cake. You said sugarcane cake.
Sugarcane.
Love how somebody's having an argument with himself. Yes, Brent.
Dark chocolate? Dark chocolate. Sugarcane dark chocolate cake.
Is that the complete thing? That's what you're going with, as that is the...
I'm kind of getting something fruity, but I don't know if it's the amount of sweetener in there. But I am really liking it. So I'm going to... The final answer. Go on.
Hang on, you said final answer. Go on. Final answer is what?
Oh, the sugarcane chocolate cake.
Now, you did start off somewhere, didn't you?
I did. Sugary donut.
You did.
Oh, no, maple syrup. Don't forget the maple syrup.
Okay, so
sugarcane maple chocolate cake.
Anything else from the bakery you want to just throw on top? Pancakes?
Donut, carrot cake, and all. No,
right.
No,
so it is a Santa Monica glazed dough ring. So ring donut.
That's donut, yeah.
And Choco Sugar Skull Cake.
Chocolate cake. Is there maple syrup in there, Mike? Nicely picked out.
There is no maple syrup.
Thank you. Thank you. But is there maple syrup in there? And is there a fruit? Like a little... I don't know what fruit, but there's some... It could just be the sugar in there, but I really like this one. Genuinely, if you like a sweet, cakey vape that is kind of like a donut, but it is more cakey, but really, really nice. You get any cinnamon in that. I don't know because I'm allergic. I don't know because I'm allergic to cinnamon, and my throat's not closing up, so I
We'll
doubt it's got
soon
natural
find
cinnamon.
out.
Yeah, as I suddenly. Um, no, my throat's fine, so I don't think they use real cinnamon if there is in there. But I don't know what cinnamon tastes like because it's been so many years since I've tried it. No chocolate, no maple. God damn it! Just think everything American carnival sweet treat foods. Okay, so deep fat fried and double the portion. I like.
I read it wrong, didn't I? It's not a choco sugar skull. It's a cholo sugar skull.
Oh, the twisted things covered in sugar. Yes, it
No, that's
does
a
taste like a
churro.
really deep fat fried one of them.
Is that not a churro, or are they the same thing?
Isn't a churro like a burrito? We only know English on this show, guys. Don't confuse us.
Churros are a deep fried, like almost
Twisted thing,
star shaped.
pastry.
Yeah, and then sugar covered in sugar.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a again different word for the same thing, but it's definitely not. It's not the choco that I read. So cholo. So someone can elaborate. What is a cholo? Is it basically the
Vape
same
it
thing but from a
again.
different place?
Vape it again and think of one of those things and think of it with like dark chocolate.
It does taste to me. It has that. If you have a churro, it has like this. Well, it is sweet. I can't eat them; they're too sweet for me. But it's a
I do
sweet,
lose.
low key, bakey bake, sugar ice cake, and then think Simpsons glazed donuts. So it is like a full on, more sweety sugar,
Sugar,
than
fat
dough.
fried.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would have wanted more dough. I'm happy with the sweetness level. I don't think it's over the top on the sweetness level. I would have liked more of the dough. But I do, as I say, when I tried a churro, it for me was very low key on the dough, and it was more about the sweetness.
I'm going with a 9.
Oh, you know what that is, Jack?
Who's Jack?
So I try that one again. You know what that is, Jack?
Why is that, mate?
Because you're fat.
Well, cheers. Fuck you.
I had to. You threw that one out to me.
Well, go on then. What are you rating it? Slim Jim, huh? Mr. Skinny.
Mate, I can't say nothing. Jesus Christ, what's under this counter from that point here is quite shocking.
Go on. Where are you at? So I'm guessing with your shock, you're not at the 9 state.
No. I would
As I
actually
say,
be.
just while John thinks, it is overly sweet. So if you don't like an excessive sweet vape, this isn't for you. It is something I could half day vape. I think it would be very sickly if I vaped it all day, but genuinely really do like it. It's the mark for me, and I think there's dark chocolate in there, the same as there was definitely peach and mango.
I certainly would.
And
Yeah, I would certainly agree. It's got like a. For me, it would be like a dark chocolate sauce.
always
That
Brogan.
have been drizzled over the top of a churro. That's for me is what I'm quite sort of getting, but I would want more. I'm not getting enough bakey out of it. So and for my sweet palate, as I say, I think sweetness is absolutely fine. I wouldn't have said it was overly sweet, but
If you want to write down your own score, I'm getting bored of waiting.
oh right. Well, I was gonna go. I am gonna go with a 6.5. Adam, you know.
Wow,
What are your
you're
opinion on
rating it
cigarettes?
the same as Banshee. The previous flavor, you're rating the Carnival the same as Banshee.
I would say yes.
Wow.
Fruity vapes are unrivaled, and cigarettes will kill you. So
That is.
not many more opinions to have on cigarettes other than
I am blown away by that. Right, moving on to Voodoo. I'm going to do the mutage. Oh, no, hang on. There you go. Go for it. Voodoo.
voodoo, or should we say deja voodoo? Santa Barbara. Oh, we're off to we're another part of America. We are at Santa Barbara. Ooh, coconut husk and Chula Vista sugarcane. Again, I haven't got a clue. But I'm thinking almost like drinking coconut milk through a straw kind of vibe, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Go for it, Mr. Jake. Get yourself back in the room.
Your bottle really hard. This one's harder to squeeze than the others.
Have you rotated it to find that little sweet spot? Oh, Jesus Christ, that is hard. Give yourself an
I would say
injury with it.
I found the sweet spot, but yeah,
Where is it?
hopefully, mine is just to the right of the R.
No point me asking because stickers are all going to go on in different ways, aren't they?
That's true.
Another super sweet one. Oh, I hope so. Oh, if it is, and what I read, this could be fun. And with lashing it. Stop sniffing it.
1,000% this one has coconut.
Right.
But I'm going to vape it and then go, no, you know what? I'll take that back again. I don't know what, like, did you drop all my bottles in coconut? Because you know I don't like it, Mike. All right, there we go. I'm dripped. I'm ripped. I'm ready to go. And now I don't even know. There's like so many fruits.
All Wick Liquor flavors are multi-layered concentrates, so you'll pull out lots of different flavors. And I can totally get that because at times it feels like there's loads going on. What did you say, Jake?
I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, okay, no, because you just said nope. And I was like,
oh yeah, that's probably me going back to saying, did he drop all my bottles in coconut? Because he knows I don't like it. I wouldn't. Yeah, Lynn said this one's the Deja Voodoo Lynn's. This one I would not say is overly sweet at all. I'm gonna have a quick drink.
cleanse the palate.
I wouldn't say that was overly sweet, would you, John?
No. If you
How
think
would you
these ones are
be,
overly, I say overly sweet. Kind of. Sometimes you can put sweetness in an intensity and not too far away. This is definitely not hiding a lack of flavor with sweetness, that's for sure. And this is not, for me anyway, not overly sweet.
How would you describe the flavor, John?
How would I describe the flavour? Well, you know, I didn't read the card. I was asked a question, so I'm also getting a coconutty vibe, but I'm also getting something else that I don't know what it is. And when I say I don't know what it is, it's because I don't know what it is.
That's why I've said I have genuinely no idea what I'm tasting. That's why I asked for your opinion, because I genuinely can't pull anything out. But there is kind of like a mojito coconutty vibe in the background. But I can't pull out
my exact description of what I thought this might be like is that I thought it might be like maybe drinking coconut milk through a straw, or through like a sweet sugar straw. But the actual description of it is Santa Barbara coconut husk and Chula Vista sugarcane.
I'm sure I said there's coconut in it, and he said no.
No, that was the other flavour way back. And then you said about dropping your bottles in coconut. I said no.
Mm-hmm.
I quite like that. I'm intrigued by that. I wanna vape that on neat cotton. I think that one is going to be one I'm going to go with. That's for sure.
I'm not sure about this one. That's the voodoo working. Is the coconut in it?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, but I'm sure that's what he was saying. Nope to.
No, you said, did you drop all my bottles in coconut? And he said,
well,
no.
Yeah, but like, look, I said coconut. All right, so it counts. Yes, right. I win. Woo! 10 out of 10 from me. It's not a bad vape. Sorry, this sounds really bad when people say that. Yeah, it's not horrible, but no, it's not a bad vape. I don't like coconut, but I can't pick out any other flavors because the coconut is like, I don't know. Even the coconut's not overly strong, but I can taste that there's coconut.
And you're getting the sweetness of the sugarcane. Are you getting the sweetness of the sugarcane?
No, that's why I said to Linz, I don't think this one's overly sweet.
I'm getting the sweetness of sugarcane. As I say, I don't think it's over top, but I find this sweeter than the last.
Sweet suntan lotion is my memory of this one. Sorry.
Do you know what, Linz?
You're right.
There is that element to it because of Well, it's the coconut, and so I can see why your mind would make that connection between those. Um,
Pineapple? I'm not getting pineapple. There is not pineapple in this. Then again, I haven't been right all the way through, but I've been pretty damn close, Mike. I need bonus points for that. Quick reach around.
that's an interesting one.
If you read pineapple, did you read pineapple?
I didn't read pineapple, and I would say if it was again, it would be like Mike said, there was a lot of variance to this guava.
We genuinely don't have the full flavor list. But if Mike chooses to say yay or nay,
Yeah, well, as I say, they're secretive about the elements that go into these, and there is a lot of them. The overriding is, as the description says there, it is a coconut with a real sweet sugar. Don't think bounty coconut. It's not that kind of thing. It's like well, exactly how you'd expect a coconut to taste, to be fair. It's on point with that sweetness, and as I say, it really wouldn't surprise me if there was elements of something that was deep underneath that's bringing that sweetness and kind of working alongside the coconut. But I quite like that one myself. I think I'm going to be maybe 8.5 on this one.
the review is the most complex layered one we do. So there are 17 individual flavors layered. And it was the only one.
Yeah, that wasn't the question, was it, Mike? The question was, it said pineapple in it.
Yeah, but he's got to answer the way he answers, hasn't he?
That's insane. No, I totally get it now. I'm not trying to. I'm just messing. 17 individual flavors. I mean, that is like, for me in my head, that's insane. How do you come up with a liquid and say, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, spot on. But 10 a little bit less. 11 needs a little bit more. 12. I mean, that's just gargantuan.
For me, it is, and thank you for the inbox, Mike. Much appreciated. He's given me a hint on the one where I was trying to guess the pear and little oranges, tangerines. But yeah, this one, I wasn't listening, so you're gonna have to repeat the score again, Mr. John. I think you said 7, or maybe
I'm sitting on 8. 8 is
8.
where that one is.
For me, not bad considering it's coconut, and I really don't like coconut. But I have gone back to it a few puffs, so I think I would.
Ooh,
I would be as high as
commercial juice with 17 flavors. Really, says John. Oh, that's a jab. Who says these are commercial liquids? Just because they're very popular and quite highly high in demand.
7.5. Rated it the same as the Banshee. And I do like the Banshee more, but I can't rate this one down too lowly as it's a coconut issue for me personally. But I can see it from John's point of view being that 0.5 higher. We've now got 2 Shattered, which are obviously going to be the same as the previous 2 flavors we've just tried, the Boulevard and the Contra, except with the added shatteredness. So we'll do the Boulevard and Contra so that we've kept the order. And
so we've got a cold Boulevard and then a cold Contra. Okay, this is going to be interesting.
And also, I rated a 6.5 and a 4, and I hate ice. So I think they're only going to go down from there. John rated a 7.5 and a 5. So who knows?
John, that's perfectly fine. You're a mixer and you find it BS, no offense. Absolutely none taken, as I say. We're just doing a review on the Wick Liquor range. But from the people that we've spoken to that are involved and around Wick Liquor, it certainly doesn't sound like your average, I guess, commercial juice brand. But yeah, let's say that's well, Mike's with us. Mike is from Wick Liquor. He might be able to divulge you more. If you think of the meaning of deja vu, then you think you've tasted or experienced a flavor element before. Voodoo beer is magic mixed together. Right, well, we're going to be going in on a.
Yeah, I'm on the Shattered right now, Boulevard. If you think of the meaning of deja vu, then you think you've tasted or experienced a flavor element before, and the voodoo bit is the magic it's mixed together with.
See, I can
Think of the
see
meaning of
why.
deja vu, then you think you've tasted or experienced a flavor element before, and
I
the
can see
voodoo
why
bit.
people get like properly hooked on, because I know a lot of people that
You're ruining me
absolutely.
joke, John. You're ruining me joke.
Sorry, I was thinking and reading. I wasn't. I thought you were talking to the audience and not me.
I was telling a joke, but you were talking over me.
Oh right, sorry, dude. If you want, would you like to do your joke?
No, it's ruined now. You'll be fine, Jake. There isn't much cooling in the shattered stuff. Yeah, but even like,
Yeah,
yeah.
look, right. We had this, and ever since your glasses flew off, it's never been another one that's been a problem. It's almost like that one made you then immune.
It just burned my throat out. So I got
Yeah,
three
no, the
seconds
Colin
of
just
bleeding.
killed it, wherever it was. Ever since then, you've been grand. Right. Have you gone? Sorry, you gone Contra?
No, Boulevard. Boulevard.
Boulevard. Yes.
Wow.
Wick Liquor should have called it Mysterious Liquor.
Um, yeah. Hmm. It
But this is
is
that one that I
rather
kind of got
cold.
the starbursty vibe off.
I can't remember what you. I don't really listen to your off of the review. I don't even listen to my off. Yeah, it is particularly cold, but not overly. So yeah, gems. I can appreciate what your friend Lynn's said. So yeah, Lynn's. It isn't overly cold.
That's pretty damn cold.
It is, but it works.
Oh,
I
it
think
does
that
very
makes
much work. And that flavour,
it makes it better.
it hasn't impeded it. That it makes it different for me. It doesn't make it better. I think that's it's too cold for me to have that as a vape. I think if I was to take 4 or 5 consecutive puffs on that, my throat would hurt. It would be too much for me. Just that.
I've done like 7 in a row, and I'm proper.
Like I
Oh, I like
said,
that.
ever since you got that, ever since the glasses off moment and you choked on that, and you've always been like, oh, I can't do cold, I can't do cold. And every time you've been absolutely grand, and I'm sat there and I'm like, that's cold. And you're like, nah, it's all right.
I'm going to rate this one a full point higher. That coolness works really well with it. So, yeah, for someone that isn't a fan of cold, or maybe now I am. I don't know. Yeah. Your thoughts and score, Mr. John?
What I say, right?
Have you?
I do. Well, I'm doing a review, so I've got to say something. Do you know what I mean?
True.
No. Right. For me,
No.
personally, I would vape it without the cooling. But I think actually, for me, as these two flavors go, I do think the cooling makes a positive difference.
Hmm.
I would score the Boulevard a 0.5 higher than the without.
So, same score as the Voodoo.
Me, James. Yeah, I think it is worthy of that. I couldn't vape it because it's too cold, but just for the going off that,
I don't think I could all day vape it, but it does taste better than the standard without. But personal preference, we try not to put too much twang on there of our own. But yeah, 7.5 from myself, and an 8 from John. So
remind me to
full
never
point
ever
from me.
take one of Jem's mate Lindsay's vapes when she says she's got a cold vape for me to try. Because if that's nowhere near cold enough for her, I'm out.
But yeah, so a 0.5 higher score from John and a full point higher score from myself. We're going to go on to the Contra for the final flavor of the review. Yeah, is this one going to rock our socks?
Ooh.
I know. Or we've not been reading the flavor descriptions on these, just in case they are different.
Well,
In case
I
they say
can
so.
confirm on the Boulevard it is the charged with Matanuska Alaskan crystals, Mardi Gras fruit punch, and a fortified Malibu Loganberry pop. So same as before. I mix triple mint menthol and vape it on a stack mech. Go cold or go home.
And do you do that with 24 milligram air holes fully closed on a triple stack mech cracker. Love you, Vince.
That is nice. That is right. Sorry, I haven't got on to the next one yet. I'm still quite enjoying this Boulevard. That's I've dripped plenty of. Anyone else get a runny nose when they get like loads and loads of liquids through?
Yeah. It's the condensation.
Yeah, I've got a cold or something.
Hey, taste it. Tastes just like a juice. Sort of live go. I'm getting fruity, green.
Well, I like this one, Kev. The Boulevard. If you do like something that is it's a combination of fruits, I would say that I think the Loganberry pulp in the cold one is a little less prevalent, but the cooling with it just makes it almost a different flavour. So very nice. Right, final one for me. Contra Shattered.
I've had enough punch. If it looks like I've been drinking, it's because I've got sore eyes. I haven't been drinking, and I'm not wearing my glasses. So the squinting and everything, yeah, I'm not actually drunk despite my horrible complexion. This one I don't think is anywhere near as cold, John. But hit me up with your thoughts, because I'm going to go in for a second drippage.
This could work really well. This is the Contra. So this is Sicilian vine citrus and Porta Fortuna fruit compote. Still smelling that proper natural mango.
I'm coming through your screen. Sorry, grab the tissues.
Wow.
This one is overly cold.
Certainly not compost, Kev. Compote. There is a significant difference between the two, especially where eating is concerned.
Definite. I think this has improved as well.
Now it's gonna be interesting if there is absolutely no natural mango in this flavor whatsoever. But when I vape mangoes and they've had a natural mango in them, it always
ruins it for you.
Hits me in the throat, and it's like, and it's coming for even more on this, and I'm like, that wasn't in the description of the main flavors from here. Now it may be in there, unless I really don't like it that much that it's all my taste buds are picking up on. Does it taste like compote or compost? Oh, see, here's the tricky thing, Kev. I don't know what compote tastes like.
I've just seen. Fucking do it that way. I knew you'd say it that way.
Well, I've just, as I say, I've seen old Ramsay's Revenge do the old spoon trick on the plate to make the pea and the inch cube squared of steak look fancy, and that's my understanding of what compote is, and that's like stuff blended in, like, again, quite intense on the flavour.
I love your descriptions. Well, I'm giving it a 6, so I've given it a higher score than the one without the cooling in. However, still not quite for my taste. But yeah, it is a solid flavour. Is John going higher? Is he going lower? Is he going lots higher? They're the same.
It's a peculiar one for me because I've like completely gone in this direction of I'm just getting that natural mango and the cooling. For me, it's almost like just an iced natural mango, which is maybe, as I say, maybe that is part of the element of it.
Two of the worst things for you.
If I go off and ignore the flavor description altogether and just go with it as a flavor, as a cold natural mango, I think someone would quite enjoy that. But then you like cold mango, and you've scored her a 6. So I am going to go again a little bit higher than the previous score on this one. I do think the cold version on this works better as a flavour.
You're that guy at school that when got told to write 500-word essays, you'd be the person that put cannot rather than can't. You're stretching this fucking conversation so much.
Just, yeah, a bit here, there, and everywhere. A little bit here, there, and everywhere with it. Because it's a peculiar one. Like,
oh my God, you've said that so many times.
I like to have, I'm a simple person with simple needs. And ice mango in a bottle, and I'm happy, Larry. But when it's something else, and I'm like trying to say, is it, isn't it, is it? That's where I'm thrown. But yeah, it is nicer than, for me, it's nicer cold than it is at room temperature. So I am going to give the Contra. I'm going to go a 6.
So rating it the same as I did. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
I spoke so much I couldn't remember what you scored it.
I was gonna say you did go
One
round
pot
and
of fruit,
round.
sugar, lightly boiled, the juice down. Great way to use that fruits that are about to turn bad. Pour it over ice cream. So it's
So it's
jam,
jam.
but thinner. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. So quick recap for anyone that has just joined, or for Mike's benefit, if he I would say if he likes, but he may not be proud of us on this one because they didn't seem to hit the mark with us as well as the Serendipity. But Serendipity, we will be getting in stock, hopefully. And we will be doing a Vape or No Vape dedicated show. Dedicated
Pelican.
show this Saturday. Boulevard, 6.5 from myself, 7.5 from John.
Right.
Contra, 4 and a 5. Banshee, 7.5 and a 6.5. Carnival, 9 and a 6.5. Really shocked me you went so low on that. Genuinely, I'm nicking it up and vaping it. Voodoo, 7.5 and an 8. Then the Shattered Boulevard, so the colder version, 7.5, 4-point increase, and a half-point increase for John. And then on the Shattered Contra, 6, so 2-point increase for me, and for John, a 1-point increase, but still to 6. So, yeah.
I think the complexity of these liquids is
Beyond us.
a stumbling. Oh, that element. No, but I think it's a stumbling block, and it's also its strength, because I think for trying to break down and see how the flavors are coming through makes it very, very difficult. But when you just vape it in its simplicity and you love that flavor, then you will love that flavor. It's going to be hit and miss. I think very, very Marmite for people with the flavors. And I think that's why they've got, because I said this before, I know people that are out and out on a specific Wick Liquor flavor, absolutely love it to the end of the earth. And then you've got other people that aren't fans at all. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm glad we've done that review, because it's nice. I've always wanted to have the full range of Wick Liquor under the belt and know what the flavors are between it.
Yeah, so hopefully, Mike, you did stay and didn't disappear when we gave the Contra a 4 and a 5. I think you did stay past that point, but hopefully you stayed till the end. Love to get some feedback. I think you did pretty well given our very